Assalamualaikum. Today I am sending you my lecture on testing of independence of attributes or chi-square test of independence of attributes. Now first of all, let's have a look what are attributes. Attributes are non-numeric variables. Attributes are non-numerical variable, that is they are not expressed numerically. They are actually qualitative variables or quality of people like eye color, hair color, gender, hobbies, friendship. These all are not measurable, but they can be checked and counted, and their presence or absence can be checked. Attributes is another name for qualitative variable. So all those values which are not numerically expressed, which cannot be numerically expressed, for example eye color, friendship, hobbies, religion, are called attributes in statistics. Now the next concept is contingency table. We have to measure the association of attributes. So there will be at least two attributes which are to be measured simultaneously. To measure or to count the attributes simultaneously, we use a table which is called contingency table. Contingency table is also called crosstab or two-way table. Two-way table because it relates to two attributes at a time. A contingency table is a special type of frequency distribution in which there are two variables which are shown simultaneously. Contingency table is a grid style table with R rows and C columns. This is a two-way table. So have a look at the contingency table. There is an example of contingency table showing two attributes eye color and hair color, row wise and column wise. Eye color are There are three categories of eye color that are black, brown, other. In the same way, there are three categories of hair color that are black, brown, or other. So the attributes are mentioned row wise and column wise and their frequencies. Now have a look at the frequencies. They are the joint frequencies. For example, the first frequency 240 relates to those people who have black eye color and black hair color. The next value 120 relates or counts those people who have black eye color and brown hair color. And the third one is for black eye color and those people who had black eye color with other color of hair. Then now moving downwards, 45 relates to those people who have brown eye color and black hair color. 100 for brown and brown and 35 for brown and other. In the last row, 25 relates to those people who have other eye color and black hair color. 50 for other and brown and 65 for other and other. This table is a two-way table which has 3 rows and 3 columns. It is not necessary that rows and columns are always equal. You can have a rectangular contingency table too, but here you have a square format of contingency table. Now there comes the next concept of association of attributes. Attributes की association क्या है? Usually association is a term which is used to show the relationship between some people or things. So technically statistically when we say that two attributes are associated, they should appear a greater number of cases than it is to be expected if they are independent, and not simply on the basis that they are appearing together in a large number of times as done in ordinary life. Association doesn't mean that appearing together just once or twice. It means that two attributes are said to be associated if they appear together a larger number of time. not just once or twice or thrice. It should be there for a greater number of cases. अगर दो वेरिएबल साथ साथ आ रहे हैं और उनका अपेयरेंस इतनी ज़्यादा है कि वो इंडिपेंडेंस की कंडीशन को वायलेट कर रहे हैं, देन दे आर कॉल्ड associated. There are two types of association, that is positive association and negative association. These are there is an example for association. There is an example in which there are two attributes. Number one is inoculation and number two is immunity from smallpox. If we want to discover or we want to check whether there is a relationship between inoculation and immunity from smallpox, we have to move to the testing of attributes and we have to use contingency table for proper solution and for proper execution. The positive association in two attributes exists if there is the condition AB bracket. AB bracket means the first entry which has both A and B and is greater than A bracket and B bracket over N. The negative association is the one which exists when AB is less than AB over N. The AB bracket indicates the joint frequency and A and B are the independent totals of attribute A and B, and N stands for the overall total. For independence, they both are equal. This will be again explained in an example when we will move forward towards the chi-square test. Now for testing of association of attributes, we have a very well known test that is called chi-square test statistic. This is very important type of test statistic because it provides you a lot of testing devices. The formula which is being used for association testing is chi-square is equal to summation OIJ minus EIJ square over EIJ square. अब स्टूडेंट्स आपने ये याद रखना है कि समेशन न्यूमिनेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर दोनों पे है. इट इज़ इन द सेंटर मीन्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल you have to solve this divisor equation or you have to solve and then you have to add. पहले आपने OIJ minus EIJ square निकालना है, then you have to divide it with corresponding EIJ square and then finally you have to add that column to get your required chi-square value. OIJ stands for the observed frequency and EIJ stands for the expected frequency. Observed frequency is the one which you get in your table or which you get in your question, that is observed, and expected frequency is calculated by considering the two attributes independent, that is AB bracket is equal to A bracket over B bracket over N. Now there is an example. You have to test the association between the two attributes eye color and hair color. Now please students keep this in mind कि जब आपके पास question आएगा, the question will contain observed frequency. First of all, maybe you get the total in your question or you may not get the totals in your question. So whenever you get your question in your paper, first of all add the attributes column wise and row wise. Like in this case, 240 plus 120 plus 25 is equal to 385. Again 45, 100 and 35 is 180. 25, 20, 65 is 110. In the similarly Moving column wise, 240, 45, 25, 310, 120, 100, 20, 240, 25, 35 एंड 65, 125. हमने इसको रो वाइज भी ऐड कर लिया और कॉलम वाइज भी ऐड किया. रो वाइज ऐड किया तो रो टोटल्स आ जाएंगे एंड कॉलम टोटल्स विल गिव यू द कॉलम टोटल्स. एंड रिमेंबर दैट ओवरऑल टोटल दैट इज़ 675. अगर आप रो वाइज करें या कॉलम वाइज करें, दिस विल रिमेन सेम. So your first step is to add. Whenever you get your question, just make it sure that you add your table both column wise and row wise. Now for chi-square testing of attributes, first of all, you all know that whenever we test something, we have two hypotheses. One is null hypothesis and other is alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis is the one which is to be formulated for possible rejection, and alternative is the alternative one. If null hypothesis is rejected, then we go for the alternative hypothesis. So the null hypothesis H naught in this case is that there is no association between the two attributes eye color and hair color. No association means these are independent. And alternative totally opposite hoga, there is association between eye color and hair color, that is attributes are dependent. Now level of significance. Level of significance is the level of risk or level of type 1 error which is to be decided by you, or it can be given in your question, but in actual it is usually taken at 0.05, 0.1 depending on the study case. But here, as you have seen that in question there was no mention of level of significance, so we have selected the level of significance at 5%, that is 0.05. अगर ये क्वेश्चन में मेंशन नहीं होता तो हम लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस 0.05 एज्यूम कर लेते हैं. Now the very important step in testing of hypothesis is to identify the critical region. Critical region is actually the region which is dangerous, in the sense that whenever you get your answer in this region, then you have to reject your H naught or null hypothesis. Critical region lead करती है rejection को. It is actually the rejection region, the critical area, the dangerous area. Now before starting the proper testing procedure, you have to identify your critical region. Critical region is, in this case, is always right tail, means you have greater sign. Chi-square calculated should exceed chi-square alpha r minus 1 into c minus 1, where alpha is equal to 0.05, r stands for the number of rows and c stands for the number of columns. Again, moving back to the question, you can see that there are 3 rows and 3 columns. Kindly remember that by adding rows and columns, you have to skip the total columns and the columns with the heading. जो सिर्फ inside the data है, जो आपके पास 3x3 की grid है, सिर्फ आपने उसको count करना है. You will not count the totals, column and rows, and you will not count the headings. टोटल वाली रो और हेडिंग्स वाली रोज़ को आपने काउंट नहीं करना. जो अंदर डेटा है, यू विल एक्चुअली काउंट दोज रोज एंड कॉलम्स, एंड यू हैव हेयर 3 rows and 3 columns. Now putting in the formula, 3 minus 1 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 cross 2. ये 2 आपस में मल्टीप्लाई हो गया, you got your answer equal to 4. Now 0.05 was already selected. Now you have to look the value of 0.05 into 4 in the table of chi-square. Chi-square table is available easily in your book, and it is available on net also. You can see that this 4 is actually the degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom is 4. That will locate you the value, and the level of significance was 0.05. Level of significance आपके पास कॉलम वाइज है एंड रो वाइज यू विल सी द डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम. We have highlighted the value with 4 degrees of freedom and 0.05 level of significance, that is 9.49. That is actual value of critical region or critical value, that is 9.49. अब इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये 9.49 क्या है? This is actually the value which leads to the critical region. Whenever your answer is greater than 9.49, you have to reject your null hypothesis. Critical region leads to rejection, and your the critical value is 9.49. Means that if your answer is greater than 9.49, you have to reject your null hypothesis. If our calculated answer exceeds 9.49, reject null hypothesis and attributes will be associated in this case. अगर null hypothesis reject हो जाएगा तो attributes associated consider होंगे, because our null hypothesis was this, that the two attributes are not associated. Now I have told you earlier कि जो frequencies आपको दी हुई हैं that were actually observed frequencies. Now you have to calculate your expected frequency, where the formula for expected frequency is row total into column total over overall total. A row total, B column total, and N stands for overall total. ये वही condition है जो हमने independence के लिए assume की थी. Now कैसे calculate करना है expected frequency? I'm moving back towards the question. You can see that there is the first value for observed frequency is 240, and you have to calculate the expected frequency corresponding to this 240 value. What you have to do, you have to take the row total, that is 385, and the column total corresponding to this, that is 310. आपने इसको सामने और नीचे से देखना है. जो आपका रो टोटल है that is 385 and your column total is 310. You will multiply these both, 385 multiplied by 310, and you will divide the answer by the overall total, that is 675. Row total multiplied by the column total divided by the overall total. In the same manner for 120, what you have to do, 385 multiplied by 240 over 675. Then for 25 you have to calculate 385 multiplied by 125 divided by 675. आपने क्या करना है, corresponding रो और कॉलम का टोटल लेके उस पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू के सामने जो रो है और जो कॉलम टोटल है उसको आपने ओवरऑल टोटल से डिवाइड कर देना है. Now you can see over here, for first value that was 240 over there, I have multiplied 310 into 385 divided by 675, which turned out to be 176.82. For brown, 240 into 385 over 675, then 285 into 125 over 675. In the same manner I have calculated for brown and other columns. Row total multiplied by the column total and divided by the overall total. For example, 82.67 comes by multiplying 180 over 310 divided by 675. Kindly clearly note the procedure for finding expected frequencies. Row total multiplied by the corresponding column total divided by the overall total. Now expected frequency have been found. Observed were given and expected have been found. अब आपने इन दोनों को साइड बाय साइड लिखना है और इसको आपने टू वे टेबल से चेंज करके कन्वर्ट कर देना है सिंगल डायमेंशन कॉलम में, like in this case. I have written all OIJs and corresponding EIJs. Now it's your choice whether to write the values vertically first or horizontally first, but write all the 9 values of OIG and corresponding EIJ values. Please be careful that the values should be corresponding. 240 के सामने जो आ रहा है वही उसके सामने लिखना है, that is 176.82. 45 के corresponding जो ऑब्जर्व्ड के corresponding जो एक्सपेक्टेड की वैल्यू है एग्जैक्टली वही वैल्यूज़ हो. ये अरेंजमेंट चेंज ना हो जाए, अरेंजमेंट शुड रिमेन द सेम, that all observed values should correspond to the expected values. अगर आप इसकी अरेंजमेंट चेंज कर देंगे योर आंसर विल be very badly affected. So keep this in mind that while writing OIJ and EIJ you should be careful that the exact corresponding value of EIJ should be written against the OIJ column. जैसे 240 के सामने 176.82 था, 45 के सामने 82.67, 25 के corresponding 50.52. you can see in this table also. After that you have to subtract EIJ from OIJ, and as I have subtracted and made the column of OIJ minus EIJ. 240 minus 176.82, 63.818 is the answer. Then you have to take the square of the value, that is 63.18 का हमने square ले लिया, and then divide your answer by the corresponding expected frequency, that is 176.82. अब मैं आपको रिपीट कर रही हूँ. पहले OIJ के साथ हमने EIJ को सब्ट्रैक्ट किया. वी हैव सब्ट्रैक्टेड EIJ from the corresponding OIJ and we got the answer 63.18. After getting the answer, take the square. After taking the square, divide the answer again by the corresponding EIJ. 39 square का आंसर आया 3991.72. then this 3991.72 will be again divided by 176.82 and you will get your answer OIJ minus EIJ square divided by EIJ. ये जो आपके लास्ट फाइनल कॉलम है, दिस विल प्रोवाइड यू द एक्चुअल वैल्यू ऑफ योर chi-square कैलकुलेटेड. In the same manner for 45 and 82.67, we subtract 2.67 from 45 and we get our answer 37.67. then take the square 1419.02 and then dividing 1419.02 with 82.67, we have got our answer 17.16. इसी तरह आपके पास ये complete last column बन जाएगा. You will get your last column in the same manner and then you have to add this column finally. जो लास्ट कॉलम है सिर्फ इसको आपने ऐड करना है क्योंकि आपको याद होगा that chi-square is equal to summation OIJ minus EIJ whole square over EIJ and summation was on the both numerator and denominator. I have added the last column and I got my final answer for chi-square, that is equal to 124.22. and as I have told you earlier that the critical value is the value which leads to the rejection region. 9.49 was your critical value and your answer, calculated answer, is much greater than 9.49. You can see it is 124.22, जो बहुत बड़ी वैल्यू है. So it clearly indicates that your answer, your value lies in your critical region. और जब critical region में चली गई, it means that the hypothesis will be rejected. If your value lies in the critical region, then keep this in mind that your hypothesis will be rejected. As the hypothesis is rejected, then the attributes are associated. Null hypothesis was of no association. We have rejected the null hypothesis that there is an association between eye color and hair color. 9.49 या जो भी आपकी क्रिटिकल वैल्यू आएगी, आपने सिंपली उससे अपना आंसर कंपेयर करना है और अगर आपका आंसर उससे बड़ा है तो आप हाइपोथेसिस, नल हाइपोथेसिस रिजेक्ट कर लेंगे एंड यू विल टेक द एट्रीब्यूट्स एज एसोसिएटेड.